I'm pretty sure I forgot something, but I don't know what. I think I'm live. I'm sure I forgot. I'm sure everyone will tell me in the chat. Hello everyone and welcome. It's Thursday and it's 1 minute past 7 Swedish Central European time here. Hope you're all doing good and we're going to do another live stream today. Super excited about that one. Actually feeling really excited. Happy to be here. I just feel like this week I've done something wrong. Yeah, I'm live. Arvid is there. He just confirmed it and I've got an itchy nose. That's just good starting off there. I don't have to worry too much about COVID anymore, do I? It seems to have just blown past or something, hopefully. Okay, I'm just going to give some people a few moments here to connect. And turn on the volume. Good evening, Off the Rails, Arvid. Oh, there's been Jet Grove is here. Jen, Abbott. We've got Avocado Fire there. Snubbly. Nice. Cafe is here. Kafenovic. Nice. Scrolling back. Hello, everyone. Ostkaka is here. And people are joining in. 26 people have found this stream this week. And we've got some more people dropping in. I'm just going to give everyone a little bit of a chance to join in. And I'll tell you what. Hello, I couldn't sleep. Rough night. Oh, that's too bad. Well, if you don't sleep, if you can't sleep, just stay up and do some cool stuff on your PC. I nearly swore then. I never swear. Do some cool... Good morning from California. Jeffrey Reynolds is joining in. We've got Chains Relating. Hello, everyone. Pochi Adams. There's nobody else. Great. I don't know why I feel super excited today. Why? I don't know. We've got more people dropping in. Good afternoon from Cleveland. So we've covered some Europeans here, some Americans. I'm guessing some Asians are dropping in now, maybe even from Australia. I know it's probably the worst timing for them people. Miguel DC, good evening. Watching the stream for the first time. Very happy and quite hyped. Well, you should be very happy and very hyped. I'll tell you. Brazil. So we're moving down towards the equator here. Nice one. Because it's Thursday. Exactly, that's why. I should have the chat closer to the camera. I feel ignorant looking down to the side here. Maybe I should have a teleprompter with big, massive letters like this. Thursday. Yep, Andreas Brillen is here too. Nice. And we've got dear Snoobity is that. Hi, Imphenzia. I made a game. Could I post a link? It's free. Well, let's since you're asking so kindly, and since you've made a game, go ahead and post it, and maybe one of the moderators here can approve that one. Alex Rack2 Dev joining in as well. So nice. If you see a blue name there, it's my moderators, and I'm super thankful for their help because not only do they help me moderate these streams, they actually carry the Imphenzia Discord community on their shoulders, and I'm very thankful. And I'm trying to reduce my workload a little bit so I can participate a little bit more. I miss the community. At least before I could hang out there a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to. Maybe I should like set a standard that every morning or something. Grab myself a cup of coffee, come down, drop the kids off in school, and then chill out a little bit and just see what's going on in the Discord. Maybe close some of those red lights with like really high numbers in, which is like little red balls in my Discord where it says like 256 and 12 and 13 and stuff. All right, let's check it out. Wisconsin's dropping in, and we've got Manny. Hello, what are you modeling today? Well, today, everyone, I'm going to be reviewing what you've been modeling. How about that? I did a video a couple of weeks ago about that one, and as I mentioned, Arvid and Alex Rack2 here have been doing a weekly modeling challenge. I think they're up to week 13, 12 or something, if you don't count... Oh, yeah, that's including last year's as well. And I'm going to be reviewing and critiquing and picking winners for those. So if you submitted it and thought you'd get away with not being critiqued, well, you're in for some unluck there. Bad luck, because I'm going to critique it. Hope no one takes offense. I'll try to be kind, but what is it called? Kind but thorough? No, fair, square? I don't know. Mia PC, welcome as well. So thanks again to all my moderators and administrators. I'm very thankful for the fact that you even exist, and that includes all my subscribers as well. Without you guys, I'd have 0 subscribers. That's a fact. Are those balls or capsules? Yeah, I don't know. You've got to look at the capsules on that one. That sounds weird. Yeah, you've got a great set of capsules. All right. Critique, yeah. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't I not critique it? I don't know. We'll find out. Wait, have you got a Discord? Well, You would believe that I didn't have it because the fact that I haven't been there so often. But every time I drop in, you guys seem to be having a good time. So I'm happy about that. I've actually got 2 Discords because I've got the Line War Discord to care about too. So Gian Abbott is ready for critiquing. It's the only way I can get better. Yeah, well, the critique should probably come from someone who's worth giving critique. I'll do my best. See what I can. If not, something's not low poly, I'm going to give it a bad score. Bad, very bad. I'm not, of course not. I'm just impressed by people who do high poly stuff. Little thing here. If you really want to tell me something, do @Imphenzia in the chat, because then I'll be able to see you in there. And then hopefully I'll be able to read what you said as well, because now it's getting a little bit busy here. So I'm gonna see if I can capture those. If you really want to stand out, there's this thing called what's it called? Super chat. Then I really see it. Well, sometimes I miss those too, but I try not to. I'll definitely give a shout out if I see one of those. But don't feel obligated. I'm absolutely happy to do this just for the fact that we're hanging out here. So just thought I'd mention it. All right, so we've got Bully Boo here. Imphenzia, hi, good as always. I was wondering if you have explained how to import Blender models to Unity with the cavity, or if you can explain it. Well, I did a live stream a little while back, if you check it out, because I managed to semi-recreate the cavity setting. You cannot import something with the cavity setting, that doesn't work. It has to be a custom shader inside of Unity, and I managed to get it to work pretty decent with the URP. So Universal Render Pipeline. So check out my history for that one. Major parts @Imphenzia. I don't want to say anything. Well, you succeeded nearly. You were that close to not saying anything, but you did. Well, you wrote something, I guess. And one more before I get started here. Wooden Pickle Games. Now everyone is going to use @Imphenzia. Yeah, well, at least I see it then. So Arvid is saying @Imphenzia. Okay, so I'm downvoting your comment now because someone just stepped up the game. We've got the Notorious who just made a 1-up here. So thanks. You didn't even say anything. You just gave me a cool sticker there, chewing up the 1-up there. So thanks a lot for the support. And now I'll go back to Arvid. Just don't forget to show your screen as soon as you want to show something. Yeah, I know. Well, I've prepared here. So with anyone who doesn't know what this thing is, it's every time I fail, this one gets squozen. And sometimes I fail to squeeze this thing. So I always like to put this down like with a quite assertive. Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to get started. Yeah, I know. How difficult can it be to forget to share the screen? I don't know. 72 people? Come on, guys. We used to have 400 in these streams. Come on, guys, you can do better. No, I'm only joking. It's only the hardcore true fans that are still here. I'm thankful. All right, let's go for it. So, this week, everyone, I'm going to be reviewing, just a quick recap. If you haven't been to the Imphenzia Discord channel, check out the description and join the Discord server there. It's been going on for a couple of years now, and ever since well before I hit 100k, I think we're at like 30k or something when that Discord started. And last year, I used to run, it was like one successful episode of the monthly modeling challenge. And with my great failure, someone picked up the torch. So Arvid and Alex have been running the weekly modeling challenge, one-upping me, of course, going from monthly to weekly, and challenging you guys to do some really cool stuff and turning stuff into emojicons. And now I'm going to check this out. I've changed my desktop because I rendered this one. We're close to releasing Line War now, so I still stuck to the low poly stuff, of course. Quite happy with the vibe of this one. So maybe I'll keep that one. So. Okay. So if I'm just a question, if I'm going to do a full tutorial on the updated version, there's actually a guy who made a better version than I did. So I was going to try to invite him for a video, and he accepted. I just have to schedule a meeting if he's still up for it, and then maybe you can speak about our knowledge about the cavity shader there. Yeah, Avocado, you go ahead and close yourself. And let's see, it was your tutorials that made it possible for me to create 3D models in the game I published, Wooden Pickle Games. Nice one. Happy to hear that. Always happy to help. And final one before I share my screen properly here. Well, which I already did. Thanks. I'm going to go back to listen to a few older streams. That's good. Why do I speak like this? I have no clue. All right. So, with that said, I've cloned through GitHub here of GitHub desktop thing. I've pulled down the latest versions of all your images, and I am sharing my screen, which is cool. And Then I've got a nice README here that they've, so we can see the themes that have been going on here. We had, I did a video a while back on the guns theme. And then we had entrance, 80s, movie monsters, floating islands. Ooh, I love floating islands. Who doesn't? Game controller, spaceships, another favorite topic of mine. I should have participated. Burglars and thieves, car and dragons. And I think I read that the car theme there was a tribute to my low poly racing. And episode might be coming at some point. That'd be cool. I think I should be able to pick that up now. I see everything's parting now, so I should be able to step it up. All right, guys, welcome. So let's start it. I'm not going to delay you anymore. 11 minutes into it, I didn't even start. How come time passes so much faster when you stream? I don't know. So check this little thing out. I've prepared. Come prepared. So just so you know, I did the guns last time. Now I'm going to step into week 4, and I prepared this little search query here so I can see. I don't know who modeled these, so I'm not going to be attacking anyone personally. I'm going to I'll be showing these, and then hopefully when I pick a winner, I'm going to see who actually made that one. I guess that's it's a easier way for me to do this. And week number 4 here was entrance. So let's just dive into it. Game jam when? Well, whenever a universe parts itself and presents me with a new time warp so I can invent time. Or if I can just calm down. Maybe, yeah, it's not going to slow down on, what you call it, on the line war thing, because it's a lot of work there. But I love it. Okay, let's go for it. Entrance. Okay, a lot of okays here. Let's go for it. Any last words before I go? Well, let's start off with this one. And some people have put their names apparently in the file name. So I happen to guess that this is Jen Abbott's. And you did something really good here, of course. You went low poly, so I love it. Like the crates, I like the entrance, like the color scheme. That gray works really well with this pale tanned sand color. And a minecart can't really go wrong. And this is like a little mini diorama. If anything, I might have put a couple of more polygons just on the stones. I don't know, but this is low poly, so here am I going saying to put more polygons in. So that's a fail on my part. I like it though, love it. Like it, love it. Like it? Yeah, good. Next one. Ooh, okay. So we got a castle entrance. So sorry, I don't know who made this one yet, but it's some particle effects. Don't know, I haven't actually done hardly any particles in Blender. I tend to use it for modeling. Only, so, and not so much rendering. And you also got some, I'm assuming there's some volumetrics going here and some fading. I like the sticking out stones, and I like the entrance here. Cool perspective as well, looking down. Feels like you're sitting in the tree, and then we've got some trees here, of course. And the haze, nice. Reminds me a little bit of the dungeon entrance, which wasn't a dungeon entrance. I just made a cave entrance when I did it. But I like the vibe on this one too. I like a bit mystic, so good work. Here we've got the Expanse ring. I was going to say, just when I saw this one, it made me think of the Expanse. If someone hasn't seen the Expanse, it's a really cool sci-fi series, and I still have to watch season after 4, I think, 4 and up. So a space portal, always cool. Like the star system, I guess you use that feature that someone said about the noise, which is a clever way to do the stars. Portal has got some cool roundness to it, and then we also have this disc here. I think I would have liked some distortion or something in there, but nevertheless, it's a cool concept. Good work. And here we've massive amount of polygons. How many polygons are this? It looks super cool anyway. I like it's a whole face, and we got hair, got a massive server park, cables. Here's a breakdown of something that's here in the back. I guess it's some sort of a sci-fi Shiba. Here's the thing. This is probably from some film or something that I just don't recognize, and everyone's going, "Come on, put it in the chat if you know, if does this come from a film or something?" In that case, apologies, but I really like it. Of course, it's even though you failed to decimate the polygon count here down to low poly, I'll forgive it. Very good work, extremely good work on the face and the beard and the hair and everything. Cables, like it a lot. Very impressive. So cool. I'm guessing, with the portal theme, there's something that I don't understand about this one. Okay, so that cannon shoots him into the Tron world. Exactly. So that's the portal into the Tron world. Tron Legacy. Thanks, Mia. Always stepping up there to sort me out. So impressive. Very impressive, in fact. Here we got unknown.png, and this one is a cave entry, like you've done. I'm guessing there's a noise modifier that you've put to get some distortion here, and also I'm guessing that the mapping is done using triplanar or something, so you can actually map that there's one type of material on slopes greater than a certain angle, or you've manually changed it. So I don't know which one would be. Actually, wouldn't. So it could be any, I guess. So quite cool. If you went for the ivy here, I probably would have had a little bit more, because if this is meant to conceal the entrance, then it's actually drawing my attention to the entrance because it's the only place with vegetation. So maybe some other vegetation if you found the time. But nevertheless, cool, good effort on that. Did you sculpt this one, I wonder, to go down? Nice. Okay, another one, low poly. We've got the Billy Z entrance, and cool with the stones, cracks. This is how I do cracks in my stones too. I select a few faces, do eye to inset, and then I extrude inwards and I color the inside. So that's pretty cool. Nice work, and with the bars here, the lock's pretty cool, and the chest. I nearly said chest. I always struggled between chest and chest, saying without the ch. Okay, so I like it, but the only thing I would have made different is I would have decimated the ground here to get away from the perfect quads. Maybe that's my only thing. So if you would have run a decimate modifier on this one, it could have made it into more of a low poly look even. So, but cool. All right, here we go. This brings my mind a little bit to Minecraft. It probably isn't, but it's an entrance. And it's probably because the color reminds me of the Ender portal. And good work on the bridge here. One plank's broken, missing. Always good to have something that's not perfectly regular. So good on that. And maybe some glow. Some would have been cool on this lava. So maybe look into the bloom or glare mod thing. Some emission there with some excessive light. But still cool. Nice little reflection there. So that's it. That was the ones. I'll pick a winner. So maybe I'll do... this one is the one that impressed me the most with all the polygons and hard work and the lighting and the face and the fur and everything. So that would win. That wins on that sense. And I think it's between this one. I like the diorama format. Like this case. I think I'm going to go for this one because of the colors and the simplicity. Like just these little rocks here. So nice one. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one. I have to keep a little bit of pace here because that was already 5 minutes. So someone can please keep track of the actual winnings, or I can rewind it myself and have a look. I'm going to check the chat. Should be 8 submissions. Didn't look like you got them all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have missed one. So maybe it wasn't a PNG file or something. So Jen made this low poly one. Jen Abbott, and who made the other one? That one. That's the portal. Okay, so and who made the one that other high poly one? Let's see. Where was it? Was it down here? So Cafe made this one, so that was the winner. And this is the one. I'm not surprised you felt like you were that I missed someone, because Arvid, it was yours. A GIF file. It's animated. It is. That's why it was a GIF. Cool. Wow. Okay. This is cell shading. I guess. Well, it looks like cell shading. I have to figure out. I like the look. First of all, I'm just trying to figure out how you got the lines. So please describe in the chat. I'm guessing someone is curious, including me there, how you got those lines. Are those actual meshes, or is it something that you did with a shader? Or have you drawn it afterwards? That would be cheating. But I like the light effect there as well. Cool. And the colors are cool. So not really cell shading. Okay, it's a simple freestyle feature. Okay, cool. Is it grease pencil actually? Yeah. I love the mine entrance. I thought you said, I love my entrance as well. Well, and then I read the mine entrance. Well, I love them all, of course. Just the fact that you're doing these things and challenging yourself and doing it, everyone's a winner. That's what parents say too. and schools nowadays. No one can be a loser these days. But I'm actually genuinely, everyone who's participating is doing a really great job. So everyone's at their stage. So freestyle render, cool. The lines can be added from the color magnet selection in the render, then freestyle. Okay, see, there's always stuff that I don't know. Nice work. I like this one too. This one should have won. This would have won for creativity then. So we've got 3 winners. Well, everyone's a winner, so everyone won. I'll add to the filter now. Hope I don't make anyone, like, if I don't pick you as a winner, don't feel sorry about that. Just you might win another challenge. So I'm going to do or star.gif. GIF. At least I won't pick a loser. How about that? That's kind, isn't it? So here we go. We got the next week here. And what was the theme the following week here? We had 80s. So that's cool. Let's go for the 80s pictures here. Jen always puts her name. Ooh, what's going on here? My phone's going off. Oh, okay. We've got a boombox by Jen Abbott. Oh, yeah, it was the 80s theme. I actually had this exact model near enough. Like it a lot. Low poly, of course. Super cool. Looks like you reused the color here from the previous scene. Clever. There's something about that color that I like, actually. It looks sandy. So this would be the beach. The old FM dial here and a cassette. I guess it play, rewind, pause, stop, eject might be missing. Ooh. But it's okay. I'll forgive. Some cool switches here. The tweeters. I like it. Really, really cool low poly style object there. Good work. So let's see. By the way, I stopped putting my name in the file now. Okay, sorry. So I'm like pointing you out every time. Sorry about that. I shouldn't. Or should I? Okay, next one. We've got here someone anonymized themselves by a name, and we've got. I'm guessing this is an old Mac and the Apple computers combined with a flat screen. So we've got some old stuff here, the 80s, late 80s, I think, or mid 80s, and a flat screen, cool combo. And then these hex shapes makes me think of hex games or old Doom games or something. So good work with the modeling. I think quite low poly, and it looks like you've started to do the texturing part. I haven't actually done that much texturing myself. It looks like you could do with some anti-aliasing or something, maybe, if I could critique anything. But cool scene. Makes me think of like Doom for some reason, the first one. I think it's the style too. Not that they had that computer in it, but good 80s reference there with the Mac. So my left and right buttons have stopped working, so it looks like I have to do this manually. We've got Donkey Kong. Okay, so the first Nintendo game that I had was one of these like thumb things where you play Donkey. It was an orange, like a flip-up Nintendo game. I can't remember what they were called exactly. And you pressed just like up, down, left, right, and then you could jump. Made a cool sound and stuff. So I remember this very well. Well, I don't actually. I hardly remember anything these days. But I know I played it, and I remember sort of what it looked like. It had some sort of a cool... That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not supposed to be talking about that. Anyway, so low poly, I like it. I like the colors. This brings me back to the 80s, of course, with the cyan colors here and the style of this, the Donkey Kong. So where's the... Oh, yeah, was that the character? I always remembered it was Mario or something, wasn't it? Isn't that his first appearance in Donkey Kong? Okay, I'm showing my my lack of knowledge here by just saying this, but I like the scene anyway. It's very 80s to me, so cool work. Like it, like the game style. Right, we've got roller. I was nearly said rollerblades again to say something stupid, but these are of course the roller skates, and really cool. I like the fact. I remember this from the weapon, I think, in the first one. But what I do like is seeing both the low poly version and the high poly, and this one I'm assuming was used to bake the material and stuff, so cool. Like the color scheme, like the low poly I like a lot, and the high poly, so good work. And here, very classic from the 80s as well. I'm guessing, I don't know what started this, but it's a very, very trendy, like with this sun and the stripes and then the grid and the color, of course, with purple and orange and stuff, so... arcade, we've got an arcade here in the center. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We've got some arcade machines. Nice. So very high. Oh, even here's a nice little twist. So we've got some Space Invader shapes here on the actual windows on the buildings. That was a cool twist. I like that. And this one's cool as well. We've got some CRT TVs. That's what I grew up with. That's the way they used to look. And we got this one, which was as well when they stepped it up a little bit, I'm guessing. So when you got your first computer, like these monochrome green things, like the style, very matrixy there. Like the vibes, like the blurry stuff as well. So nice work. So of course, good work, everyone. And I'll pick a winner. Let's see. And for me, it's going to be the Rollerblades won this one. Yeah, I like the work that went into them. I like this version too. So good work. So let's move to week number 6. I'm going to check out the chat here now. All right, so good that you're chatting away there. So if I miss anything, if I say something stupid, don't be afraid to point me out. Critique my my videos as well. You're very welcome to do so. Do you know what, Arvid? Listen to this one for a change. Check this out. I'll even show you. What's going on here? So I even upgraded to Blender 3.1 now. And when I go to open for the recent, check this out. I'll go to the Git repo, and if I pick any random one here, I get an error message. There, file format is not supported in file. And I'm not able to load any of them. So what's going on with that? Please tell me. Probably me that messed something up. But I thought it was just that I had the wrong version of Blender or something. Have you downgraded everything to Blender 2.79? But I should still upgrade, shouldn't I? Ooh, Commodore 64. Nice. What the? Yeah, exactly. That was my reaction as well, Arvid. I personally blamed you as well. I really did, actually. But then I'll forgive you. Because I'm a kind guy. All right. Yeah, you think about that one. It's probably me, though, that have done something. Could be because of the LFS, large file storage. So the feature of the large file storage is to corrupt the files. Nice. No. I'm only joking, of course. All right, let's move to the next week. What have we got cooking? We have got... It didn't corrupt the README file, luckily enough, so I can read this. Movie Monsters, week 6. Let's go for it. I'm excited to see this. Movie Monsters. All right, so... Here we go. Oh, I'm going to show my lack of knowledge again, because I don't like movie monsters. I know King Kong, I know Jaws or something. I don't know. I nearly said Freddie Mercury. I meant Freddy Krueger, of course. Freddie Mercury. Sorry if I don't actually get the reference, what it is. So, but this one's called Pan's Labyrinth Pale Man. So, I don't know, forgive me, I don't know which film it is or anything like that, if it's a movie monster, but it freaks me out while looking at it. It scares me. The teeth, the way they look, is that nostrils? And then you got eyes in the hands. Spooky. So I guess that's a success. So someone's got, okay, so Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. Okay, cool. I haven't seen that. I don't like scary movies for some reason. Not that I get afraid, I just don't like them. Okay, so we've got another one here. And another one, I don't know which one it is. So please put in the chat, what's this? What's going on here? It looks cool. I have so strong lights in my room, so it's difficult to see with the dark here. But I like the shelling here, or the armor from the stuff. The tail, everything looks cool here. Very cool feet. I like the shape, very organic looking, armored, like a combination between like a dinosaur-y, but with something futuristic, alienish. The teeth look really good. I really like this one. So, go on. Looks Zerg-like, yeah. So, if someone knows which film this one's from, let me know. Oh, Pacific Rim inspired, I'm guessing. Maybe it's inspired by something. Anyway, regardless, I like it a lot. Very cool. Okay, we've got the tripods. This one I do remember. Wasn't there like an 80s movie with these that came and invaded Earth? But then isn't that where they play those sounds as well? Do, 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 do. With the big monsters moving. I'm probably wrong again. War of the Worlds. Thank you. Was that the film where they did that? With the keyboard, where they played those tunes to communicate with the people that came. Is that it? War of the Worlds. See, everyone knows all these things. Why don't I? Why don't I know these things? They have a huge foghorn. Cool. I like it a lot. I like the cables here. Let's see. And this shape. Yeah, it looks good. I would have put some emission on the beams. Someone's not happy here, this person. And that's some mad skills looking back at him on fire. Nice. Scares me a bit. Imagine if they came. Oh yeah, so close encounter of the third kind, I guess. Or close encounter, thanks. See, I'm off again. Alright, so the keyboard thing you're thinking about is close encounters of the third kind. So, I'm just... I don't know. I've got these fragments of memories somewhere, and they're all wrong and mixed up. So I'm going to be relying. I'll be streaming these things in like, I don't know, 20 years from now. You're going to have to remind me of everything. Okay, so here's another one. Jason. I was actually going to say Jason because of the mask. So, of course. Machete. I thought he had a Chainsaw Massacre. So, probably that was from the Chainsaw Massacre. Was Jason the monster in the Chainsaw Massacre, or is that two different things again? Go on, tell me. All right, we'll see. So this one has got like an combined with nearly like the 80s or the 90s theme. The way this has been textured reminds me of a game from that era too, from when this film was made. Okay, so Friday the 13th. Okay, Jason. So I mixed it up again. Chainsaw Massacre and Friday the 13th. And then I was thinking Freddy Krueger, but that was Nightmare on Elm Street anyway, so I know that much. All right. See, I just don't watch these things. So, but I like the rain. I like the mask, of course. That actually looks quite scary and genuine. So the mask seems to have a higher level of detail than the rest of the scene, but that's the focal point, so that's cool. Some blood stains there. Okay, Gollum. This one I like a lot. This one seems to be... I recognize the theme, of course, from the roller skates, how they were presented. The low poly version, the high poly version, and then the textured one. And what I do like a lot about this one is the beveling on these edges to get those like beveled edges. Looks really good. And this material, or the indentations here on the skin, looks very good. So this one impressed me a lot. So stylized Gollum Pokemon 76. Nice. Oh, here's one of my piano songs for some reason. All right, so nice work on that one. Was that the last one? No, here's another one. It's a Dinosaur, of course. Very interesting angle on this one. It seems to be quite detailed, but the camera is shot straight from it. Is that even without perspective? Probably would have liked some more shading on it so I could see a little bit more. I'm probably missing. This might be like the art style, of course, that's you're going for. So the actual model itself seems to be pretty detailed, but I can't really see with the rendering. So, but cool. All right, I think that was the last one. A Rex. So oh, okay. So maybe it was two files in the same folder. That could have been it. Because I think let's double check it. We had that one. Tyler. Got Mars. Oh no, it wasn't. So Mars, but still, good job on the dino there. Seemed to be detailed. And we got this one as well. This was the last one, wasn't it? Let's go back for this one so I don't miss anything. So we got Rex here. It looks very similar to the other one. That's why I was surprised. So some complex rigging going on there. That impresses me. So is that one of the built-in rigs, or is that a custom one that you made? Nice work. It's not a render, of course, but it's rendered in the viewport, so it seems like the texturing is pretty good as well. Like you haven't got any stretching a little bit down here, but that's okay. It's always difficult to get it perfect everywhere. So good work on that one too. I'll pick a winner now. Let's see. The winner is going to be... So I'm going to pick this one as a winner because I like the creativity of the shelling. I always like... If you've watched my videos, there are two things I really like. It's symmetry and repetition. I like a lot. And this one's got symmetry and it's got repetition with these things, that things, those things. So nice work. That's the winner. But everyone did a good job, of course. All right, week 7. Let's check it out. Before that, though, I'm going to check out Oh, maybe the volume is super low on the music. Should I turn it up a bit? Some reggae going on here. Can you hear it now? I never want to stream too loud, so that's the thing. It's getting warm here. This is coming off now. All right, there is a character in Overwatch who hears music all the time. Maybe it's Imphenzia. Yeah, I hear one thing all the time, and that's a ringtone. And I'm not talking about a Nokia phone here. I'm talking about a tinnitus tone. And sometimes I forget that it's there, but if I listen for it, it's always there. So if I keep myself occupied, though, I think of it less. Where do you announce these challenges? I'd love to try it. So Chapstick Warrior says that. So Chapstick, head over to the Discord server. It's in the description, and then go to. There's some a lot of chat. There's a whole load of. I nearly swear all the time. So there's a lot of channels in the Discord, and one of them is, well, 3 of them are, or 4 even, are related to the weekly challenge. So go and check it out. You should join. Oh, okay, so yeah, I have super low quality, low volume here. So, all right, let's go for the next one. So, seems to be some more entries here. We've got Floating Island, very dear to my heart. I love floating islands. I love it. So we're gonna go for that. There's a lot of submissions here. Sounds like an MMA match. There's a lot of submissions. Gonna tap out. Gonna bring some up here. Okay, so, and boo, blee, boo. Just check out the challenges. I'm pretty sure that they'll have a better track record than my monthly challenges. So check Arvid and Alex Rack 2 in the Discord. They're doing a great job. Make sure that you check it out and participate. It's a great way to think of something to do, see what the other guys do and girl, and then, yeah, just follow that suit. Let's go for Floating Islands. Sorry, I should actually say who modeled the last one, shouldn't I? At least I should do the winner by name. So number 6 here. I have to find. Rossman did a good job on that one too. Tyler. So the winner was Vlad Yo-Yo. Vlad Yo-Yo. That one. Good job. Now let's get back to week 7, which was the floating island. Let's go for it. Okay, so Arvid said that there. Why do I repeat what's said in the chat? If you saw the chat, you saw the chat. Okay, low poly, cool. Looks a little bit. I like the idea, of course, and the low poly style. Very dear to my heart. For some reason, maybe it's just my monitor, but it looks a little bit pale. So maybe some more saturation and light could have done. But I still like it. Crate here. It looks great. Pun in. I'm not even going to say that part. So cool. I like the propeller idea on these canisters, I nearly said, but containers. So good. Nice. This one, another one. Oh, well, some Japanese thing, or Asian, Oriental at least, with this. This has got a name, of course, that everyone knows except me, but I like it. Cool that it's split up on a few ones. Like, so you walk from here, across there, up there. This could be a platforming game. I like the style and like the low poly look of it. Here's another one, creative, with a big, massive cog and a tree in the middle here, a fountain. This is a very thin wall. That was my reaction to that, but it could be a fence. And I like the low poly clouds here too. Maybe a gradient on the sky would have been nice. I think going from a blue down towards a cyan or a white would add really much depth into this one, like a platformy style too, but I like it. Good work. Here's a night one, and with squids on the trees, which is quite cool and creative. That probably comes from something that I don't know as well, but I like it. And they also emit the light, so I'm guessing this is rendered with cycles because it's lighting up everything around it too. Low poly, I like these crystals at the bottom as well. Maybe a little bit more bloom on it, or glare. I like the squids though. Nice. Here's another one, low poly, like fishing dude. Also low poly. And I see some of them that I've watched now, maybe it's just my eyes, but I would have liked some more saturation and contrast, I think. But the modeling part is cool. This is a giant rock with grass on. and a log cabin and palm trees. Makes me want to be there. Good job. Here's one that's used some noise stuff to get the clouds in the background and applied a subdivision modifier. That's a little slightly banned in my brain. Subdivision. No, I'm only joking, of course. It's always useful to put that on too. We've got a liquid volcano or a lake here with a river, some trees. Smooth there. Cool. I like the fact that this one pops a little bit more when the colors and the saturation, so that's cool. Nice with the fence as well. And then my left and right stopped working, so I'll have to jump here. I'll have to keep a decent pace. Okay, this one's very detailed. I like the grass look of it and the trees and the lighting on this one and the contrast, very good. And it glows from this stuff. Very cool atmosphere with the light here. I like this one a lot. And the fence. It's hard to... Well, this is probably used... is that a particle system or a fur system that you've used? Or is it even... yeah, looks cool. I like it a lot. Very, very nice. There's something mystical about this one that I really like. And I think it's the orange glows here to combine with the browns and the greens. This one makes me want to lay right here and just do like loads of these things until wasps come and bite for some reason. Stupid. They probably wouldn't make it to this altitude though. Cool with the backgrounds are very nice too. I didn't even mention that. But the whole sky vibe with the sun setting pink sky. So very impressed by this one. Nice. Ooh, in a bottle. That's cool. So we've got sunflowers. And this floating island is literally floating in a bottle. That was creative. So this one, thumbs up for the creativity part. I'm guessing this might be rendered with Eevee or something. What would have been cool if it could be added is the more distortion based on the glass, or refraction. I don't know, but I like it. Cool, the light, nice. Okay, combined with the 80s, so it's combining those two themes: the 80s with a floating island. So that's a cool combo. Very nice with the palm trees. Seem very detailed. They're nice, and I like this mesh and the grid. Personally, I would have gone for cyan here instead, but that's because my brain is twisted towards cyan and pink, but I like it a lot. Very 80s. Okay, this one is shockingly impressive. I like this one a lot. Many things to like about this one. It's got... it stands out very much towards the background. I like the gradients on that one and the focal point sort of draws your eyes to this with the background with the light. I'm speaking like I know what I'm talking about now. I'm just literally talking out of my mouth what I'm thinking, and I'm getting the feeling with the way these wears here, or the edge wear. I wonder, how did you achieve the edge wear? Is that actually different colors on slightly beveled edges, or is that a shader thing? Because there's something about these that I really, really like, and I can't put my have you combined cavity rendering with to overlay that one? I do that sometimes. I render it in cycles and then I overlay it with a cavity. So let's see. Yeah, it looks waxy. That's a good way to put it. And a little micro island there. I bet you finish this one. It's like, well, my eyes are drawn up to here. I need to put a little thing down here as well. And this, of course, very good. With the colors I like a lot. Very cool combo. And the telescope, everything. This one's very cool. Nice. Called Discord.png. Zelda vibes, yeah. Oh yeah, subsurf lightning. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it does look like subsurface. Especially the way it shines here. It looks nice. We've got a question here. So, Sumet. Hi, Imphenzia. A question. Why do indie game devs keep changing the design? Sorry, it's been a long... to say hi. Sorry, it's been a long to say hi. It's been a long time since you said hi. So, a question. Why do indie game dev keep changing the design? Could you repeat that question so I understand a little bit better? Is it the fact that we keep changing the game or something? Or the way they look or something? Yeah, this one I like a lot. That's good. For some reason, my lefts and right stops working. Why? Oh, there we go. Whoa, okay, so this one is getting sucked into a funnel, if I'm not mistaken. It's a floating island with a red shed. Well, I'm like you're seeing the same as me. I'm just repeating what I'm seeing here. A tree with the roots. I like the twist of sticking out the roots at the bottom. I always think that adds a little cool twist to it. So as I mentioned with the other ones, a gradient in the background could have been probably useful to make it stand out a little bit more, but still good with the addition of the tree. I like the not perforated, this corrugated is a roof. Nice. This stretches a little bit, so I probably would have maybe taken this way or something. But okay, here we go, another one. The background is very similar to the other one, and the style altogether. And it doesn't have that same subsurface. Is this the same person? I don't know, but the house is really cool. I like all the tiles and the roof here. Very nice work, and the logs, the shape, the lighting is nice. Maybe slightly too shiny, I was gonna say, but then that's the style, I guess. So I also like when rocks are put like this, little bridge to connect it. I like the fact that it's the same island, but it's connected at the bottom there. This one's very good too. Nice, very good. I keep saying that all the time. All right, here we go. Here's is that freestyle thing again? So we've got, I like this oak tree shape. And I always like when there's a branch missing, swing and a broken bridge with a grave. Feel a bit sad here. It feels like someone lived on here for a long time, had a good life, then went down there, had less of a good life, probably, down here. But it's going to be there for a long time, I'm guessing. I like this. Is this using the Imphenzia palette with using the gradients, I'm guessing, with the texture mapping? Usually when you project the UVs, you can do it that. And the outline's cool, so nice. Okay, so this one's interesting. It's got a very stylized. I like the tree, the way it's growing on top of a stone. I don't know why it wouldn't grow next to the stone instead, but nevertheless, it's a cool twist that the roots are going over it. I like the shapes of these leaves. What you call it? If I'm looking confused, it's because I'm looking for words. It's the foliage, the leaves. I don't know. But I like that shape. Personally, I would have liked more contrast and lighting in it, so I would have liked this area to be a little bit more shadowed so I could see it. But and down here as well. But I have a feeling that the idea of this one was to keep it like this. So I don't know why I think that, but because I would have liked this island here to stand out more from the background. But I think it's a very cool picture. I think it's got a lot of work, and I like the type of rock texture that was used too. So nice. Okay, we got low poly again. 2 islands. Theme was 1 floating island. You could do 2. That's the Texas flag, right? And we've got a guy with a cannon, some sandbags. I modeled sandbags not long ago for line work. Are they visible on this thing? Nope, they're not. We've got a bridge and a tree. I like the work on the tree there. Good work on the branches. Always good to add a pond. And I see that there's some sort of a yellow light here. And again, lighting is very difficult, I think, to get right. Something makes me want to have it like towards the lighting that was in the previous ones. But that's something we all have to work on, I think, how to get the lighting good. And also with I'm guessing this is rendered with Eevee, because sometimes you see with the shadows when they're not fully connected here, it looks a little bit like they're hovering, and here as well. So it's you could up the let's see, the resolution on the Eevee shadow maps, then you can get a little bit more connected shadows. But it's but it's still a cool picture. I like the layout of it too, with the bridges. Always cool. All right, we've got another one, and here we got a gradient in the background, which is good. I like that one. And the clouds in the background here, that with the fog, I guess, because that one's fading out a lot. A river, and it's one of those sci-fi things, isn't it? Where it's got like an anchor and a little futuristic building there too with a mountain. And so, yeah, overall nice. Not have a tremendous amount to say, but I like it. So that's good. All right, let's go. That was the last one, I think. Let's double check. Did I close? Yeah, apparently I closed the whole folder, so shame on me. Let's go back. Let's have a look. Where was I? Where were I? Where was I? Here. And then we had this filter on. Oh, Kazi Gaming. I miss E2Extrude S to scale. Love you, Imphenzia. Well, I want to bring that too. So this week I'm doing reviews, but then I'll do modeling, of course. I have to go back to modeling. It's been a while now since I did modeling. So, how would you make the gradient background, Imphenzia? I think, let's see. I usually do it inside of Unity, and then so I can't really say how I'd do it. But I think there's color ramps. There'll be other people to explain that a little bit better. I would have cheated, I think, and made a gradient outside and then kept interpolation on so it lerps between the colors and then imported it maybe as a background, but I think you can do it much better than that. Probably with a shader that's got a color ramp in it. Let's go back to, that's the wrong week. So week number 7 we were at, right? Okay, so I'm going to pick a winner, and I remember which one I want to pick. And my nose is itching, as usual. Okay, oh, it's difficult, because I really like this one a lot, and I really liked this one a lot. I liked more of them as well. I liked a lot of them. I like the low poly ones too, of course. Let's go for it. So... okay, I'm going to go for this one. And I'm biased because I like low poly, and what really interested me is the way that these edges look. Because it's like a cavity look, but with that subsurface look, and the coloring I liked a lot. But many of them were good. The detail on this one was incredible in the lighting. So let's see who actually modeled this one then. There's probably a better way to find it, but... so if I'm not calling out everyone here, it'll be a very long video, I think. So this one was by... oh, that one was nice too. Hugo. Those two different people. I thought they were very similar. Jen made that one nice, floating on. Here, so it was Rosman who won that one. Let's just check who made this one too, the one that I remember. So Vitoshi Futuremoto made that one too. So nice work. Yeah, the winners should have to explain techniques. That's a good idea. Yeah, both are great. All of them are great, of course. Nice. Yeah, so left and right only works when it's zoomed out. That's correct. I'll keep that in mind. So week number 8 comes up. And that's a game controller. I'm not going to do dragons because it's still going on, I think. But we'll do game controllers now. Okay, let's get started. Okay, joysticks. This brings me back to the 80s. Let's see, I'm going to take it in a little bit. So it's a joystick, of course. Is this wireless? It looks like it is. So yeah, brings back my mind to joysticks. So not much to say, like the reflection, and yeah, quite a basic shape, but some subdividing going on there. Like the colors on this one, and the shape, low poly, tough to hold. Thumb buttons there. I'm trying to figure out, is this model of a real one or imaginary? I'm guessing it's imaginary, but I like the colors and the gradient in the background. Higher detailed one with some nice beveled edges and stuff. This is, I'm guessing some of these are from real ones and some are imaginary designs. And yeah, good work on the buttons and stuff. Not much to critique. I think if this is is the display always detached, or should there be, do you attach them to them? Not sure. Nice with the gradient. Nice. No, nah. This one has got a lot of texture. So this brings, this looks like a retro controller or something, and it looks like this could have nearly existed. So, but I don't know why it would have a number pad on it as well as a joystick. Let's see, pause, reset, 5200, Atari 5200. Was this the actual controller from an Atari 5200? I'm guessing it was modeled from that. I wonder what the numbers were used for. Okay, so the switch could be attached or detached for the other ones, yeah. So Got some texturing with some normal mapping and some plastic. And back in the day, I remember that they were actually quite textured, some of these. Maybe not quite this textured, but not far off, actually. Yeah, I know, Sakura low poly, of course. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I think there was only certain weeks that I was going to pick winners, and it was so the ones. Let me clarify. I just decided to pick one from each challenge, but it was only, I guess, to give an honorable mention to those. But I think Arvid and Alex have prepared to pick official winners of week. I think week 8 was the next one. That was going to be one of those. So the first one was number 4 there. So Rage Quit, I like the name of that one. Okay, I like the creativity of this one. So Rage Quit, indeed it is. So low poly controller, and it's just snapped off, including, see, this was very creative. I like the top score for creativity, I like it. Okay, and here's a top score for realism, I guess. Really high quality on this one. I like the shininess. So this was from TAC2, yeah, TAC2. I remember this one from the C64 days, actually. I didn't have it myself, but my friends had this one. And there's much to like about the quality on this one. Very nice. This feels and looks like rubber. This feels and looks like plastic. And the shine on this one with the reflection, top notch. Very, very good. And the brushed steel look there. So very, very nicely done. Here's a cool, like gamey looking one. And it's got, it's a gamepad, of course. I like the gradients, the way it shadows and stuff, and the roundness. Nice. See, I've zoomed out. Here we go. Oh, low poly. Here's a feels like you're gonna struggle a bit to play with this thing, but you could put something into overdrive. Cool shapes. I like the low poly hand, the style of it, and that's one massive game controller. Another one that's oh, Pitfall. I remember hating that game myself because I always like died on the first before getting to the 20th, the second screen. I remember this very well. Activision. So nice work with the controller and these coils. And if I'm critiquing, I like the cartridge here as well, or the cover. Maybe I would have gone for higher quality on the texture for the actual buttons here. Why did they insist of having numbers on them? So this was like the other Atari controller, this one. Why did you have a joystick and numbers? Can someone tell me that, please? And did they have like these things where sometimes you would have thought that those were rounder, but still a good job. And we got a Nintendo controller. Also brings back good memories from the first Nintendo that I used to play. I didn't have one, but I went to my friends that had them, so we played this a lot. Nice work, low poly I like, and the background, a little nice twist on that one. Texture from the game, isn't it? Super Mario or something? Showed my lack of knowledge again. Just got a question here as well. Imphenzia, what keyboard are you using? I'm using this one. Do you want to have it on full cam? It's dusty though. It's a Logitech. I'll read it for you. Somewhere. It's a Logitech G512 carbon tactile, in brackets tactile. I like it a lot. It makes a lot of sound when I press it, which I didn't used to like, but I like it now. My main critique is that the numlock button doesn't have a light on it, which is stupid. Let's go back to got slightly sidetracked. We had another question here though. Swiper, hi, could you start making more video on Unity or switch between Blender Unity sometimes? Maybe cover some topics that were difficult you had problems with making with Line War. Thanks, Imphenzia. Yes, I will do. The reason why I haven't done more Unity, especially the streams, is I've mentioned this before as well. Let's bring up the full camera. It's because I find it quite easy to model on a stream. when I can just chat away and like model. But when I do programming, I've noticed that I don't really do that so well on the stream, especially if I try to look at the chat and then I have to go back to the code and I lose myself. So I'm not really good at the streaming. So I'm going to try to do better videos with it though, because my all-time best performing video is the long tutorial on how to make a game in Unity, and that needs to be updated now. That's by far, it's actually closing in on 2 million views on that video. So I want to do it justice. I said it was the most basic tutorial I'd ever make, and I might do another one. So that'll be cool. So, and definitely there's so many lessons learned with Lion War that I have a lot of footage recorded from different versions of that game. So I should do, there's so many lessons learned with that game as well. So I want to do that. Should be good. Good idea. Oh, the Logitech G910 Imphenzia. Tons of lights. Nice. And one more. Imphenzia, look up Atari 5200 joystick controller. That's the one with a numpad. Cool. I wonder if my... is the chat lagging behind? Or am I lagging behind? All right, let's go back to it. And check this out. I'm picking the right stream now. Let's continue. Another game controller. Woo! Oh, it's even got a stand on it. Low poly, cool. Like the shape of the buttons. Again, I don't know if this one comes from a real one, but I do recognize the shape a little bit. Gradient background slightly, or is it my eyes that are gradient? But nice work on the modeling. Okay, very realistic one, this one. Nice with the wood. Good work on the plastic, the texturing. It really feels like that plastic. And with the shiny buttons here. So I think it's close on par with that Tacto. And it's a Rectendo. Is this Rect who's made this one, I wonder? Nice, I like it. Oh, it's got a big display on this one. So I like the grays on it for some reason. Cool idea with the thumb buttons and the buttons there. Good work. I'll have to go through these. Some bloom on the display there as well. And sometimes you don't always have to put the stuff that's in the display. I like it when it's just shining like this, so that's nice. Here we've got the perspective on this one. It feels like a huge joystick. It feels like I could land on it. But I'm not sure. I guess it's on tilt as well, right? So are these two buttons and then there's a massive joystick on the top, or am I totally missing this? It looks like a floating island joystick. Good evening, Scott J. Parks, and everyone in this chat. Nice, thanks for dropping in. And here's another classic joystick. I don't know what this one was called, but I do. I think I remember it. Even the color with the orange there, and this one. Oh, brings back the days. I'm a bit nostalgic. I don't know if you guys are, but the late 80s and the early 90s for making games and coming up with the ideas of creating my own games. Very nostalgic. Like it. I actually like sometimes when you grab a screenshot in the editor, so you see the grid and stuff. So I think that's adds a nice twist to it. All right, let's go for it. Here's one that's going with the outline again. Is this Arvid going again now? He can't let go of this technique now, maybe. But let's see. I like this style. Cool gradient, and the cable looks nice and shiny. And it's cool to combine that look with the actual, well, I'm going to call it nearly like cell shading look. But it's very stylized. Cool. I like the square buttons and the bevel there. That was the last one, was it? Yeah. So I'm going to pick a winner. And the winner is... I like a lot of them. But I think this is probably the Tacto. So the main winner, I like this one too. I like the low poly ones. I like that one. I like that one. I like that. No. But this one goes for the Rage Quit. Oh, I want to pick this one as a winner because it's a Rage Quit, and I think creativity-wise. But I'll have to go for this one as the winner. Very highly skilled texturing and modeling and the rendering. So this one's the winner, but this one wins my heart for creativity. A Rect controller. And funny enough, that one was the one called Rect, wasn't it? No. Rectendo. So there you go. There was the winner. Let's see who actually modeled the winner then. I have to go. So yeah, I knew it, Arvid. I knew you made this one because you're into this outlining now. So I'll toot my own horn for realizing it was yours. How about that? That one is very cool too. Let's see if I can find nice work. Sorry for not calling out everyone here, but just again, just the fact that you're participating and practicing is probably, it's very, very good. Cafe won this one. So even the indentation there as well. It feels like, I was going to say, it looks like you've modeled dust particles, which was really impressive. And then I realized it was my monitor that's got the dust on it. So that's how it could go sometimes. I just wanted to see as well, this one, more cam. Obel. Oh, Obel, nice. Obel is one of the moderators. He's hanging out here right now. So Andreas Brillen there. Rage quit, I love it. So that's it. Do you know what, guys? I've been at it for, let's see here, 1 hour and 5 minutes. So, I'll check in the chat now, but hey, Arvid and Alex Rack 2, should I stop there? And because it's the next one that's going to be an official winner. Is that number 12? Let me know. Ooh, okay. End it with a 10-minute modeling challenge of any challenge. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for a low... okay, let's see. Which ones did we have then? I'll do it. That's a good idea. It's been... I haven't modeled enough in a while. I don't really know the game controllers. But that was the official... I don't want to... I'd pick myself as a winner if I did that one. I'll do a floating island then. How about that? I've only done 2 of those before. Well, in a challenge. Oh, sorry. Okay, so avocado fire. Sorry. Wait, that was my idea. Okay, I'll give you credits. Arg, switching to the white notepad again. Does that light up your face or something? This one. Right, okay, let's go for it. I'm gonna start. Well, I've installed Blender 3.1 here. I didn't even know that version had came. Oh, okay, so your major parts, your submission. I could do one more as well if you want. I can do week. Let's see. If I'm a little confused, it's because I'm gonna look for. Okay, let's have a vote or something. Or I'll let Arvid and Alex pick. Should I do more this week, or should I review the other ones later on? Okay, have you seen the new demo made by Unity recently? Nope. Should I look at that as well? Are you guys busy? Do you have to go somewhere, or should I carry on for a while? Let's check out the new Unity demo, and then I'm going to model something. Unity. Am I going to get my mind blown away here now? And have they built it all using preview packages, I wonder? Okay, I guess it's this one here. Okay, let's have a look at it. So I'm not sponsored by Unity, of course, but I'm going to bring it up in my stream anyway. So let's go for it. I'll pump up the volume. None of us have any plans. We always cancel all our plans to be here in Imphenzia. Well, Mia, thanks. Sounds good. Let's look at this one. Enemies, real-time cinematics teaser. Can I even watch this one? I hope so, without it being like triggering something. Let's go for it. So I'm going to comment what I see here now. Okay. Very smooth, very nice. Cool anamorphic lens flare. Oh, Unity is past 1 million subscribers. Nice. Okay, this looks good. Of course. Very nice rendering. Just got Imphenzia reacts here. I'm guessing their main lighting and like the atmospheric vibes is what they're pushing, and the polygon count. I think they want to compete with Nanite. I don't know if they'll succeed with that though. Highly doubt it. Yeah, it's quite high level of detail there. Playing chess. That's what it looks like after I'd rage quit a game of chess.
Everything that anyone has ever known.
Let's get rid of the subtitles. Skin rendering is pretty good, to say the least. Very impressed by it.
You have in your heart everything anyone has ever felt.
I'd have to say, like in terms of realism, it's very impressive. Fabric, really impressive. The skin rendering
is given only to those who dare to lower themselves and pick it up.
Nice. Nice. Nearly as good as Line War, but only nearly. Well, okay. Well, super impressed by the visuals, of course. Did I actually show that one? Yeah, I did. So if there were more ones, I'm not sure, but I think I have no idea what new features they're releasing to promote. I actually have to look a little bit at that to see what the new features are, but I'm obviously very impressed by the skin and the level of detail there. Yeah, I agree. Like Monster said as well. I think actually let's bring it back up because it's always that. Is it called uncanny valley or something? Where, like, when you animate something and it's trying to go for ultra realism, you always get something in the face that's stiff and like weird. I even remember that from Polar Express days. You know, those characters looked a bit spooky. But like, sounds like I'm nitpicking now. It's because I'm nitpicking. Of course, it's absolutely super impressive the way it was done. But I'd say, let's see, if I were to pick a point in this video here, hair. I mean, it looks a little bit stiff hair, maybe. It looks super creepy. I'm like sounding like the worst, but I'm very impressed. Let's put it that way. But let's have a look. So up to here, I was still like, oh, this looks very realistic. I think. You
have in your heart.
And then now is where my vision started to pick out that it's quite rigid around the lips here. So yeah, but still very cool stuff, of course. Just imagine how far it's come. It's very impressive. All right, thanks, guys. So I don't have to rewatch the last 10 minutes. Okay, let's go for it. I'm going to model something now. I'm going to bring up my palette file here, and I'm going to do a floating island. It's been a while since I modeled now, so let's go for it. I don't even know which technique I'm going to use. I'll have to set my timer as well. I'm just going to bring up my start file here. YouTube tutorials. Should I use the gradient, I guess? Blender. I know you're not seeing what I'm seeing because I'm off the screen here on the side, but I'm going to bring it up in just a second. This is the one, I guess. Here we go. Timu Antila. Hello, Imphenzia. New viewer here. Your Unity tutorials are great. Welcome to the channel. Happy to have you join. I've had a long review of the submissions, and I'm going to do a modeling for a change here. Yeah, a little hint. Thanks for reminding me, Andreas. E to extrude, S to scale. E to extrude, S to scale. E to extrude. I'll remember that. I'm going to put on the music again here. And we're going to make ourselves a low poly island. Let's bring up... have I even got this one? I just upgraded the version, so I guess I have to enable these things again. There are two very important add-ons here that we need to add. One is loop tools, and we've got auto mirror needs to be enabled as well. And I don't think I have screencast keys, unfortunately, and I'm not going to install it for this, but I will install it for the next time. There we go. So I'm going to do a low poly island now. And I'm going to do, yeah, low poly floating island. There we go. All right, so timer is going to come up here. Thanks a lot, Boo. Hope to see you soon again. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set the timer. I'm going to put 10 minutes on the clock. Oh, this brings back memories to the 10-minute modeling challenge. Put 10 minutes on the timer. You guys ready? And now Arvid's leaves. Gotta cuddle my daughter now so she can sleep. Be right back. Nice. Good luck. You'll be back after 10 minutes when I finish this. You don't need screencast keys, just wear your own merch t-shirts. Yeah, I need to find them. I don't know where to put them. Need to dig them up again. Okay, so 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see, I'm gonna put a tree on it. What technique should I use? Just a little thought about before. I should have done some warm-up exercises. No, I shouldn't. Let's see. Grab that one to there. Am I covering with my face? No, that's good. I'm gonna go for stone. Oh, this. I'm feeling rusty here. Okay, let's go for it. I'm gonna try to put a tree on it as well. So, here we go. I'm not gonna check the chat during these 10 minutes now. You guys ready now? You ready for a 10-minute modeling challenge? Theoretically, it could be like you could consider it to be episode 101 then. Go, go, go. Okay. Ready. What are we modeling? It's yeah, I'm picking one of the random challenges there. I'm gonna do a 10-minute modeling challenge on the actual floating island here. Everyone's ready? Good. All right, let's go for it. Ready? Steady. Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay. Ready? Steady. Go. I'm rough. Woohoo! Tab into edit mode. Let's grab that one. Scale on the y-axis and Control R, loop cut it a few times, maybe. Should we shape it? Scale and scale. I don't know why I do it this thin, but never mind. And I'll scale it up, I think. So scale, E to extrude, scale, and proportional is always good. So O for proportional, G on the y-axis, no, on the x-axis. Scale this up a bit. I don't know what I'm doing here, but G, let's shape it. G, Control R, scale, Control R. I'll just jumble this a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing here. Scale. Oh, it's going to be a hill here apparently. So let's go for it. Select a few random faces. I don't know, G. There we go. And here, Shift, select, Control, select there. E to extrude. O to get proportional off. Scale. E to extrude. And E to extrude. S to scale. Control plus. Let's go for a green color here. And then Alt select on that one. Alt E. Let's get some hangy grass as well. Okay, that didn't work. Alt E, extrude long face normals. Bring that down to there. Maybe get some hangy grass. I don't know. Proportional maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel really rusty. Oh, I've got. I need to go to smooth there. Let's get this a little bit different. There. Okay, so I'm gonna put a tree on here as well. Or should I do some rocks first? Shift D to duplicate, scale, E to extrude. I have to speed up now. I feel very rusty. Go for a gray there. O. A, scale, 0. G, and, okay, G. Control R, scale, Control R, scale, and I'm gonna do, no, let's just do it. Rotate, G, Shift D, rotate, scale, Shift D. I like to put the rocks here too. How am I doing? 7:54. 2 minutes already gone. Okay, never mind. Scale, G. Okay. And should we do a little bevel here for good measure? And G. And should we do a crack here as well? Maybe I'll Control R, loop cut that one. I to inset. Alt D, extrude long face normals. Scale it down and go for dark in there. Oh, I miss these days. I should start this again. Shift D, duplicate, G to grab that one to there, and go for a brown here. There we go, and scale it down, bring it in. I remember these words. This is Unix. I know Unix. No, Control right click. Actually, I usually like to E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude. I know you can right click, but that's cheating. Control R, loop cut, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude. Rotate, grab one there, E to extrude, S to scale, rotate. I know I could subdivide this, but I'm not gonna do it. Subdividing is not the low poly way. E to extrude, S to scale, rotate. E to extrude, S to scale, rotate. The reason sometimes I don't like the right clicking method because it causes me some weird twisting sometimes, but never mind. Should we put a rock here as well? Shift D, scale it down, rotate, G. There we go. And some proportional G. And now I need to put a little canopy thing here. So I'm not going to check the chat yet. So shift right click, shift A. Let's add an icosphere. Scale that on. A scale 0 on the UVs there. Bring it to maybe a darker green there. Scale it, rotate. Proportional off for now. Shift D, duplicate, Shift D, Shift D. Scale. And sometimes I used to make them like this simple, these things, but nowadays I usually do I do proportional, and I grab a few of these to like make them a little bit different, like this maybe. And sometimes I also do, let's see, should I do that now? So L, 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 P to separate the selection, Control 2 to subdivide it, but don't worry, I'm not going to keep it like that. And then I'm going to Control A on this modifier and keep doing a little bit of this. Should I do random? Let's try it. Let's try random selection there. Okay, I'm very unhappy about this, but never mind. And then I'm going to decimate this one now. So let's go for add modifier, decimate, and let's bring it down again. Okay, I'm not happy with that, but never mind. I tried and failed. Let's go back to normal, proportional, G, G, G. Another thing you can do here, since I've got the time, 5 minutes halfway done. Why is it looking so sidewaysy? Rotate. It should be like that instead. Rotate. Oops. I think I duplicated it by mistake. So it's been a while since I did trees apparently. There. Okay. Here's what I like to do as well sometimes. L, 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 L. La, 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 la. And then here. UV. Project from view. And then scale it down. And then just get that gradient there. Scale. X. Why is this spooky music on or funky? So I like to do that sometimes. It looks very flat here. Gee. So much time on just the tree here. Another thing that you can do as well with a twist is okay. I think I actually went into a different render mode here. Solid. There. Here's what you can do as well. Rotate Z. Sometimes you can twist it a little bit if you want to make some weird shapes there. Never mind. Okay. So let's see. 350. What should I do more? I'll do maybe I'll do like a little extra thing here, indentation. So Shift D, scale. Why is this spooky music on? Proportional off. L to select the link. I'm gonna go for like a brown there again. And then shift select these. Shift D to duplicate. This is another way to do it. E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale. I'm going to put some grass on top here. L to select the link, G, grass there. Some brighter grass there. Okay, should we do some blades of grass here too? Maybe. Okay, E to extrude, S to scale. I'll just do some of these things. E to extrude. Oh, I think I did it wrong. E to extrude, S to scale. Different green here, of course, on this one. There, I'll just do some rotate, some thick grass here apparently. Shift D. I should do a little pond maybe. Okay, that was no good. Shift D, Shift D, Shift D. Okay, let's do a pond here and a waterfall, I guess. So I to inset and E to extrude. S to scale. Okay, I want to do it like this. E to extrude. Control plus to expand the selection. Go for around 230 to go. Control minus. Let's get a blue color there. And I should have done... actually, do you know what? I'm going to do a hole here instead. I to inset. E to extrude. And put a blue there. I've never done that before. I always done a waterfall. Now I'm going to do it like this instead. Shift D to duplicate that on. Bring it into there. E to extrude. R to rotate, Control right click, Shift plus, move it to there, Shift minus, and then Control right click. And okay, so this is why I don't like to Control right click sometimes, because I always get the angles wrong. I'm gonna look at it from up here. Okay, so I got 145. Let's put a little bridge here too then. A mini bridge. I need to make some space for it here though. There we go. So let's grab that one. Shift D to duplicate. Scale X, E to extrude, L to select, scale it down, scale Z, plank, darker wood, oak. Okay, let's go for Shift D, Shift R to repeat that on a few times. So I should have done it differently, but never mind. I have lack of time. 1 minute to go. So E to extrude, and grab this one to move it on the Y-axis. And up to there, and L to select the linked. Why you'd put this bridge here, I don't know. Feels unnecessary. You just walk around it, wouldn't you? O for proportional. I need to get this out a little bit. It's disturbing the force. Okay, I need to put some rails here too. Shift D, scale Y, and O for proportional off. E to extrude. 37 seconds. G. I need to just put the railing here. Shift D. Shift D. Okay. I'm not positioning it very well. It's okay. It's okay. It's wood. It can go anywhere. 22 seconds. G. Rotate the set. I should wonkify these things, shouldn't I? So O. Can't be that regular. And I need a rail as well. So Alt Z. L to select link. Oh, I feel so rusty. So L. Shift D. Z. Shift D. It's in the air. It's on the buzzer. It's on the buzzer. It's on the buzzer. No, that failed. All right. And we're time's up. Shift R repeats the last operation. So if I were like what I did here, if I have this one plank here, and then I do Shift D and I move it to there. If I do Shift R now, it repeats the operation. It copies it. So it's quite a quick way to do some stairs sometimes. Let's say I wanted to do a stair here. So Shift, I have to watch from the side here. Shift D, move it up to there maybe. And then Shift R. That creates a little step going up there. So you could use array modifiers and stuff instead. L selects the link too. So 10-minute little modeling thing there. Yeah, it's good. Good. Okay, so Arvid said, Imphenzia, that was by far the longest intro until the 10-minute modeling challenge started. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. All right. R, repeat. Alex, you didn't know about Shift R either. I use that a lot, actually. Sometimes I wish, there's one thing I miss with it, and it's the fact that sometimes, if I select the link here, and let's say I do Shift D to here, and sometimes I want to tweak it a little bit, like rotate a little bit too, but then when I do Shift R, it only repeats the rotation. So I wish you could set that it actually repeated the last two operations. Maybe there is something like that. Would have been quite cool. Cardinal sin, Control 2, subdivide. How does that look? Control R. Ooh. We don't subdivide in this world. It's low poly. There we go. I should have done this one pink, shouldn't I? Let's see. L, 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 L. La, 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 la. There. Should have done pink G. Like Japanese cherry blossom. Oh, yeah, drink a beer, then Shift R. Yeah. All right, so Ludwig Broström, Swede there, by the judge on the name here. Got some tips for someone that quite recently started. Been trying to make a modern house as a project. Well, my go-to tips when it comes to getting started with Blender is do simple objects and do them over and over again. And then go from there a little bit more. When you're doing a modern house, do you want to go like realistic? Because usually that's a bit of a time thief. When you start on something super realistic, you only get like a little portion done and maybe interest and stuff fades. So maybe it could be an idea to start simple and then build it from there. Also, when I do, I usually check on, like, if I want to model a modern house or something, I Google, like, modern house, and then I look at reference images to get inspiration, but I don't use them as blueprints. I just literally see, okay, some types of shapes that could be good. So try to just have that off your side and model from there. Let's see. See the render properties and check the freestyle checkbox down below. Okay, so render properties. Let's see. First of all, I'm just going to hit F12 to see. Okay, I accidentally changed something for the render. So let's see what I did. Cycles. Should I just do Eevee or? Do you know, I hit something before by mistake. So I don't know what I toggled. Sometimes I hate when that happens. I do something and then I don't know why I hit. So I don't know why. Wait, you're Swedish? Yeah, I'm Swedish. Jag är svensk. Woohoo! Jag bor i Nynäshamn. Live in Nynäshamn. Sweden. Alright, so I've been trying to use realistic materials and then render in cycles for realism. Okay, yeah. So I'm not the best when it comes to that type of modeling. There are far better skilled people to do realism, like Blender Guru, I think. Look at a lot of his stuff. I think he's got a really good... he goes for realism, I know. Yeah, normals. Have I enabled normals? It looked like the normals color, so... well, sort of it did. No, not really, because it more like a material ID or something. It looks like a... Or no, I know what it is. I've selected probably a different shading here. I need to select this as the active material, I think. Or the active one. Is it? Nope. I have toggled something. Let's go for it. Any more advice? There's something done in the shader? I know. Super strange. Material output. Maybe I've got loads of light sources and stuff. Let's check it out. Nope. I've definitely ticked something that's upsetting the force. Lighting, yeah, I'm not sure. It's one of these things. I've got the HDRI lighting. It's so strange. I wonder if I toggled something like material ID or something. Looks like that type of color that you'd... hate when that happens. Alright, enable, just hit control. Oh yeah, control Z a few hundred times. Enable use nodes. I didn't know where to do that. Shape dice enabled. This is the active material, so that's correct for the, but that's rendering. I've surely I must have had something on the Eevee. Layers, maybe combine. Ah, here. I've probably untagged the actual. I'll do something like that, maybe. Nope. This is weird. I haven't... Oh, did you try to save and load again? I'll try that, because I did upgrade Blender, but... Let's see. Save. 10 minutes. Let's quit it. But I don't think that's going to fix it, but it's always good to try a good idea. Yeah, can you make most basic tutorial I ever make on Unity too? Yeah, I want to, because that's by far my most successful video, funny enough. So it is worth, but no, something's wrong. Composite, view layer, combine, depth, combined. What is going on? What's going on? This is stupid. And if I switch to... The funny thing is that it's the same in cycles. I'll Google it. My render is pink. Blender. My render is pink. Now everything is pink. So basically Blender is telling you that it doesn't know where... Why do your texture turn pink? Environment texture, yeah. Oh, maybe I moved the environment texture. But then it wouldn't make sense either. Let's get rid of that altogether. Nope. Usually I do keep that one there, so. Material override. My daughter used that tutorial to learn Unity and she's only 11. Nice, Ryan. Thumbs up to your daughter. Nice. Yes, check the HDRI. Well, that seemed to be fine. Ah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I've moved the location of that HDRI file. You're very, very correct. Whoever, there's like Ludwig said that one. Let's and other guy. I'm sure other ones did that too. Let's look. I did clean up my drive a little bit, so let's see where it is. Why is that not baked into my file, though, I wonder? Okay, I don't seem to have kept it. But then if I delete it, it should really work, shouldn't it? So let's go for... let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice call. So the HDRI5 I haven't even deleted it. That's why it didn't work. So nice work. Good catch. It's weird how big of an effect it had. And someone had an idea of what I was actually supposed to do when I rendered it. I always render with Workbench, of course. All right, I don't think there's much rendering. I mean, it looks just the way it did here, so. All right, pink HDRI. So a lot of people are waiting for the most basic Unity tutorial. Nice, should do. All right, I think that's gonna be it, for this week. Could it be? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for this week. 1 hour and 37 minutes of review and 10-minute modeling challenge at the end. Idea. Step 1, open Unity. Step 2, make a game. Step 3, sell it. Can you skip step 2? It was easier to just open Unity and then sell. I think that feels like it'd save a lot of time. Do the low poly racing extension right now. 2-hour video, let's go. Do you want me to review the low poly modeling racing too? Is that the next one in the queue there? Let's have a look. Spaceships were the next ones. Number 9 here. No, do you know what? I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. 2-hour video, are you crazy? All right, let's do finish up with some questions. Has anyone got any questions? I feel like I can just capture a few of those and then round things off before it's nearly a weekend again. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's good. Wait for that video. I'm gonna enjoy making that one. Mark Davis, nice work, thanks. Any must-have plugins? Well, do you know what? I don't really use that many plugins. The only add-ons I really use are Loop Tools and Auto Mirror, and then Screencast keys. And it's not the reason why I don't usually add add-ins is because when I did a lot of more of the modeling videos, I thought it was good to keep it very basic, so people that start up Blender won't have to. Because I've seen some Unity tutorials in the past, like you should install this plugin, and this plugin. So I usually usually keep it quite basic and use the defaults. But I'm sure there's stuff like Box Cutter, I believe is super good, and there's like tree extensions to make really realistic and cool trees. There's like cityscape generators, I think. It's a lot of cool stuff, but I haven't really used that many of it. Node Wrangler, okay, yeah. So like, yeah, that's exactly me. Since when do devs have a weekend? That's the thing. Everything just blends into one. I don't even know like a day from the other, because it's always like development, creativity stuff. But that's the tricky thing. And now that I get to work with my hobby, that's a really tricky one, because you just spend all the time that you get doing these things. So it's a good thing you love it. Exactly, what's a weekend? So I feel quite fortunate that way, that I can do something that I really like that way now. Yeah, we have work days and then a 2-day extended work days, yeah. I was making a HP server model and decided to add Imphenzia sticker on it. Thanks, Monster. Nice. Share it on Discord, yeah. I'm gonna look at that one then. So, Avocado Fire. I just game dev when I'm awake and play video games occasionally for a chill time. Yeah, I've been playing a bit too. And we had a tournament. You know, the funny thing with Lion War is that it's we still have the demo available, so a lot of people are playing it. I think there's been like 23,000 matches played now altogether. And I'm not even topping the leaderboard now. We've got a leaderboard going. And then we had a tournament on the weekend. So the community organized its own tournament. There's Dersha in there, I think his nickname is. Sorry if I said it wrong. But he organized a tournament, and it was, let's see, it was 10 people of us, and we had like a little group play and then some brackets. And then I actually got knocked out by the other dev in the semi, which is a bit unfortunate. But I won all the group ones, which was good. Yeah, it's fun. I play a little bit every now and then. So do an @Imphenzia if you want to see, because then it pops up in orange, so I'll be able to catch it a little bit better. So Mia PC spamming me here, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. No, you're not spamming. @Imphenzia. And you don't have a boss who tells you when it's time to stop and go home as a dev. You tend to work massive overtime. I know. Yeah, like when you're your own boss, you're your own harshest boss as well, I think. It's so easy to just like, I'll just do this and I'll do this and spend a bit of time doing that. So I totally agree. As long as you've got the discipline and that you enjoy it, it's pretty good. So I think, yeah, should we call it quits? Yeah, I think so. So I hope everyone is gonna have a great week now. Speaking of weekend, so it's Friday tomorrow, of course. So have a good weekend. Create a lot of cool stuff in Blender and Unity. And do you know what? I'm super close now to actually moving on over to the other PC. So I should have a really clean install. Windows 11. That's gonna freak me out. I'll feel a little bit lost for a while. And then I feel the vibes now. I was just saying this for about a year now, but I think Unreal Engine is approaching my testing. I want to have a go of a simple blueprint prototype there, and Godot as well, of course. So, take care, everyone. Have a great one, and I'll see you next week for another Thursday video. Until then, take care, and I'm gonna send you off with my outro for a change. I did that last week too. I prepped it for you, so take care, and see you.